Hello. Wanted to do a quick video on my update on my detox. So a couple of things. The last 2 days of eating have not been great. So I know a couple days ago I just ate potato chips. Day after that was okay. Did the video for that. I think the day after that. So yesterday I ate 2 oranges and potato chips. 2 different kinds of oranges. I won't get into the details. They were yummy. They were sweet and yummy. I love that part. And then today, wait, go back. Oh, ice cream. I don't want to forget. I don't want to leave nothing out. So 2 oranges, potato chips, and ice cream. Vegan ice cream. Today I started first day of first grade, which in Designese means either I started a new job or a new program or a new school, something. In this particular case, it's a new job. So I started a new job today, and I was like, yeah, let's do ice cream. New things just kind of bunch my, I just have to brace myself for certain new environments. Today went perfect. Everything is good. Today went amazing. Found out about just WBT's web-based training. That's what WBTs are. Did a lot of those today. Not a whole lot. So today was pretty smooth. I'm very excited about said new opportunity. So we'll get down on that. But first day of first grade went well. But I ate ice cream last night to kind of pacify some of the nervousness and or anxiety. Probably both. Who knows? And today went well. So that's what I ate yesterday. I did not drink tea yesterday. Number 1, I didn't brew it. That's one of the reasons. Number 2, I knew that today would be first day of first grade. And during training, I didn't want to be looking for a potty every hour on the hour. Sometimes every half hour, depending on what's going on internally. So I did not brew tea. I work my other job tomorrow morning, first thing. I'm very sleepy. So the other piece of it was I worked for the other major retailer yesterday night. I didn't get off until about 11:30. It takes me a little bit to wind down. So I probably went to bed. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. So, so I went to bed probably about, I don't know, 1 probably. I had to be at the new job at 7 a.m. this morning. So I got up around 5, went to Starbucks and got matcha. I have not eaten anything else today. I don't plan on eating anything else today. So that'll be all for today. But this morning I got up, got matcha, and got ready for the new job, the new first day of first grade. I got matcha because I knew I was going to be a little bit sleepy on just a few hours of sleep. I survived. Outside of matcha, at said new employer, they have a tea machine. I'm able to make tea. And they had oolong, which is caffeinated. I did drink said oolong because I can do some of the web-based trading at home. Or after hours, so after you leave the office, you can do more web-based training. So I knew that I didn't want to nap. Oolong, for people who are not tea connoisseurs or familiar, oolong is caffeinated. So I did drink said oolong so that I may be able to stay up and not nap because I felt a nap in my spirit. I was like, I probably need a nap. So I did not. I drank the oolong, and the plan is to get more web-based training done tonight and drink water. That is the plan for today. Tomorrow, I work for said major retailer that I already work for, and it is a morning shift. So that's atypical for my schedule. Typically, I work in the morning at like a normal 9 to 5 type of job, and then I work there in the evenings. But for some reason, because I updated my availability, that availability has not been changed, and somehow I got on the schedule in the mornings at said retailer. Luckily, at this current time, I need the hours, but that has to cease because I have 2 jobs now, so I can't do both. Not at the same time, anyway. I wish I could clone myself and do it, but I can't. So, that sounds like a cool movie. Somebody who replicates themselves and then they work too much, and I'll work on it. That sounds like a cool movie. At any rate, because it wouldn't be exactly a clone, because the person would be the same age as me. So it would be a replication of me current day. Maybe it would be like a mom who is a single mom, and she's just trying to make ends meet, and so she runs into like my theory about this detox from Dr. Bobby Price is it's tied to Wakanda. Remember when the king and when Chadwick get inducted as kings, I think the serum that they drink that makes them sick is a combination of bitters and duck flower. If you haven't done, do research on duck flowers for the Detox vegan crew, or you can just be a normal person. I don't care if you're vegan or not, but do some research on duck flower. I heard that is completely awful as well, the whole experience. So I think that the serum that they drink, only because it makes sense. Like if you're a ruler or you're in kingship, they would want, in my very humble opinion, they would want the clearest and purest, because I feel like as a vegan, and this may also be other vegans will probably testify to the same account, but as a vegan, whether I do it or not, because sometimes I just know and don't do, right? There's a theory on that where the one that we hear is, when you know better, you do better. So in my mind, it says, in my mind, to me, that translates as, I can tell what you know by what you do, because just knowing it's not a thing, right? Just knowing and not doing is not a thing. So it's like, I can tell where your knowledge base was and how in tune you are and all the things by your actual actions. The doing translates what you know. That's just my idea. Anyway, so I feel like this is my theory. It's because I don't know why I wonder these things. It's a fictitious character and it's a movie, so it's not real. But I'm like, whatever that stuff is that the kings have to drink when they're inducted into kingship on into Wakanda, or any kingship of African descent, it's got to be duck flower and bitters, just because you want that clarity. You want the ability to rule well. You want the clarity of vision, because I feel like the cleansing, just being vegan for the last just 3 years, I don't have a bunch of experience, so keep that in mind, but just the amount of Um, chocolate women, and my bias, because I am a black woman, right? So chocolate women as a whole, our intuitions, our, uh, the way we move and how we are is already top tier. And so, um, bias. Other cultures might be pretty top tier too, but I'm saying for me and my lived experience, this is what I know. And based on the other women that I know, God bless it all, I know a handful of quality black women, and they move a certain way, the way their minds work and their intuition and how they move in the world. It's when I review who they are, like, I marvel a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to you and your culture and how y'all move. I'm sure y'all doing the ding thing, or whatever that looks like for you. But I'm saying, me personally, in my bias and my lived experience, I am partial to black women. This is my channel. So, um, so I feel like, for me personally, in my vegan experience, the more I clean out, the better. Um, every day I'm just hoping that I do what I know. That's what I'm gonna say, because the cleaning out just makes my vision more clear. I think the things that I've lived in my experiences and traumas have muddied some of the waters here and there, obviously. But as far as like clarity and intuition, and I think veganism makes that 100% sharper. 100. Yes. A lot sharper, FYI. So sometimes if you see me, it's not because if I'm in a bad way, it's because I didn't do what I know. It's not because I didn't know. It's because I didn't do what I know. So, yeah, whatever's in that stuff that Chadwood had to drink is duck flour and bitters to clear out, to open up, even to, because you have to rule a people. You're the king of a people. You have to make decisions for a nation. The decisions that you make not only affect your life and your generations, but generations of people, like a nation, an entire human body group. That's my theory. It's a terror. I don't know why I think about things so intently. It's the way God wired me. But it's duck flour and bitters, and that it's awful. It's god awful. Not that you care, but you own my channel, and so you get to hear what I think. Oh, Lord have mercy. I wonder about, I was like, what is in there? Because, FYI for the people who don't know, but the things that you see imagery wise and music and movies and jokes amongst your friends, and stories that you hear, even some gossip, right? There's a hair of truth to all of it. Just find it. I mean, especially if it's of value and it's going to add to your life. But there's some truth to all of it. And so the things that I picked to be true was that maybe in kingship, like in the biblical text, that theories about that too. I'm trailing off. This is what you get. Sorry. In the biblical text, there's preparations for queens, right? Esther, right? So, I don't know that I read of any preparations in the text for kings, but maybe that's a thing for Africa and not Israel. Who knows? So, if there is a person, because I'm divorced, I've been divorced since 2008, and so I've been by myself a good while. I've had a couple relationships here and there, but for the most part, I'm a dollar bill. So, in the course of who I am, and if someone were to come around and be of any interest at all, I would want Not that I'm a queen. not that I'm a queen, but I would prefer, if that's what my little self would prefer, then I'm sure that's what I would prefer in my life, then I would hope that a people would prefer that whatever a king could do to help him better lead well with good decision making of decisions that might affect a nation or a country or a tribe, I would think that a people group would prefer that they have some kind of preparation, something. You, I mean, obviously somebody that's just quality leadership, number one, but number two, preparation. Even in the White House in the States, there's meetings to exchange information. So that time between election and the preceding president, there's that change of hands where you get to have all the meetings to figure out, what policies and what things are in place to not leave loose ends, right? That's kind of like a preparation process. So if we require that in the States, as the people exchange hands for leadership here, then why wouldn't something be preferred and or required elsewhere? India, China, Asia, wherever you are and wherever you have a dynasty and rulership, some of them have dictatorships and stuff. And like in, the queen, that's a lineage of people. That's more Israel than anything. Apparently, they can't do things to get the kingdom ripped from their hands. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, so keenly. Let's see. Let me backtrack a little bit. Wakanda cleanse. That makes sense. I think that's it. Today, matcha and oolong. I don't really have time for anything else. I want to get the rest of the WBTs done for the new employer, so that I can go into my current employer clear-headed tomorrow, and I don't want to feel like I have a bunch of stuff to do at the work. And then I go to said new employer again on Thursday. But so far so good. Bless God. Whew. So far so good. I'm excited. Very excited. I get to train with, I think it's my direct leadership on Thursday. And then if I have any WBTs to still finish, then I will get that done on Friday. That's the current schedule. So, yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna take a little break from the cleanse. I actually might drink tea tomorrow. I might brew tonight and drink tea tomorrow. I'll be at the normal employer tomorrow, which will give me all day tomorrow to drink said detox. And then probably tomorrow night, I'll probably release whatever that looks like. And tomorrow I'll probably be okay as far as eating clean and all the things. Should be okay. I shouldn't have much going on tomorrow either. So a couple light days. But yeah, yesterday an ice cream, 2 oranges, and a potato chips. Oh, a small bag of potato chips. That was it. For Gen Xers, when we were kids, those were, well, not kids, teenagers. When we were teenagers, those were $4 Now one is 50 cents. The inflation of it all. Anywho, I think that's it. I don't think there's nothing else going on. I just wanted to record really quickly because I want to get to these WBTs. And get some stuff done. I feel pretty focused. I'm a little tired, but I think The oolong is definitely overriding that. Oolong is caffeinated, so don't think green tea. Green tea is like a little bit of caffeinated. Oolong is almost a cup of coffee caffeinated. And I know that coffee is not permitted or not advised during detox because caffeine, no, coffee, I think coffee specifically, it might be caffeine, don't quote me, but coffee specifically is acidity, and detox gets you closer to alkalinity. So I had a lot on my mind today, especially after work, after I got done with the WBTs. But anyway, that's my detox update for today. Not doing well. I haven't had tea for the last 2 days. So tomorrow I should brew tea and I should be okay. That's the idea. I do want to say that even 48 hours later, not even 48, because I think the last of the tea I drank was like 1 o'clock in the morning, the day before last. So not even 48 hours, but it's in your system. Like one of these, I don't know, like medically, like vitamins that are fat soluble versus water soluble. I don't know if these ingredients that are in the detox teas, if they have those kind of categorizations like vitamins. But it's still very lingery because I can still feel not as aggressive like when I'm drinking day of, but I can still feel what I feel like is aggressive digestion in my colon, basically poop, if you will. Not like, again, not like when I'm drinking current day. Like if I'm drinking today, then I can feel the cleanse of it all the things. But even, let's say 40 hours later, not even 40 hours later, I can still feel the effects of the tea. And that's been like the other couple days ago, I did the same thing. A couple weeks ago, because I've been on a streak lately, but a couple weeks ago when I first started, I took a couple days off. It was the same. So it doesn't take, if it does build in your system, then it doesn't take long. And number two, you will feel it. Like as far as the actual, like if you're doing the cleanse right or the detox right and you're being clean, after 28 days you're probably still going to be feeling the effects of the detox, maybe even a week, who knows, for somebody who's doing it right and consistently. So I did I did review that video that I posted a couple days ago, and it said not to supplement during detox. So FYI, if you take vitamins and all the things, don't supplement. There's a lot of good information, and I watched the video. I think that's it. Oh, yesterday, even though I didn't drink tea, I did work out. I did work out and I went to work. And when I say work out, I meant it was like a couple hours of cardio. No weights. Just in case you want to know, like, did I work out? Yes. Yeah, I did work out. Yesterday I worked out. So, if you can hear the noise, I don't know if you can hear the noise, but I keep twisting the top on the Stanley, which makes that little clicking noise. That's what I have. I probably need like a fidget spinner or something. But it takes me kind of a little bit like out of a new environment. You know, the way I'm wired, it just takes me a little bit to kind of work it out of my system, I guess. I don't know. It was a good time today, though. That is all. That's all I have for today. Have a good one, y'all. I might record another different video later, but it depends on how I get through the, dang, I left my notes at the office. It depends on how I get through the WBTs. I wrote hand notes today, and handwriting puts it in your memory differently. The way you're wired and the way God made you, for whatever reason. Handwriting, writing the notes out, because usually I just open up a notepad on the computer and take my notes there. So handwriting makes it sticks in your memory better. And I'm Gen X, so I did take the opportunity to write hand notes, but I left my notes at the office. Boo. So, anywho, one of them is very long, and I might have to do it over because I don't want any terrible, crappy scores. Can't do that. So, might review that one again. Anyhow, on with it. That is all. That's all for today. Have a good one.